Yo, what is going on, y'all boys? Welcome back to my first trade recap in a long time. I finally graduated, so I can finally come out and pump out a bunch of content. So I'm gonna be going over my trade recap. As you can see right here, this is a trade I took yesterday. I'll just go ahead and show you this one. I took this trade yesterday. I took this trade too. I was trying to long off of. Well, let me just go all one by one, one by one, one by one. So let's go off with this trade from yesterday. This was a trade kind of towards all-time highs because at this time, that was this candle right here. Where was it? All-time highs were right there. So let's go through this real quick. Let's go through this real quick. All right, cool. So I took this trade on the 1 minute. Um, as you can see here, we had this 1 minute bearish for value gap. We were delivering off this OTE of this range, I'm pretty sure. Boom, we were delivering off OTE of this range, 1 minute inversion, and then I believe we also had a 5 minute gap supporting this. So just for our confluences for this trade, we had all-time highs above. We had all-time highs above. Yeah, all right, cool. So we have all-time highs above, 1 minute inversion for value gap, tap into a 5 minute for value gap, discounted, and in OTE of the range, perfectly bouncing off. And yeah, stop at the wick, TP at this buy side right here. And then, of course, could have taken it to, well, I was going to take it to all-time highs, but I really didn't like the delivery because we had edge all-time highs, like, right here. So I was like, you know what? Who knows if we edge it again, because that's been happening a lot for some reason this week. So as you can see, we had like a 1 minute right here. I don't know if it was a 5 minute too. Yeah, we had this 1 minute right here, where I was like, hey, see if we get some bearish reaction off of there. But anyways, I took this trade right here, and then as you guys can see, this trade did go into a lot of drawdown. I'm not gonna lie, but why was I not worried about this? Right, I wasn't worried about this because my stop loss was protected. This, if we are going to be bullish and hit all-time highs, we're this is already protected because this already came into OT of the range. Should not go any lower. Why else? We're in a 5 minute gap. And also, if I want to be bullish here, what do I want to see again? It's pretty basic, right? I want to see what? Higher lows, right? Higher low, higher low, higher highs and higher lows, right? This is what I want to see. So I already know what I'm looking for. My stop loss, if you put a stop loss here, you're gonna get stopped out. So I put it at the wick because I was pretty confident in this trade. And then yeah, so again, oh, I forgot me I marked that as an inversion. And then this trade pretty much ran. We had a little move down, but again, I wasn't worried about it. Would have stopped you at break even really here, but I didn't go break even yet because I had so much conviction in this trade. But I was actually said, okay, cool. Now I'm gonna go break even when we go back up here, right? Because this should already like hit my target. So perfect, boom, we went right there, boom, break even, and we smashed TP. And then I'm pretty sure smashed all time highs too. I had my TP all time highs, but then I just took it right there. I took it like right then and there. So yeah, I took a little bit of early TP and a little nice 101 R yesterday. My fundeds, hopefully I can get a pay. I'm 3 days away from payout. Um, yeah, cool. That was that trade breakdown. Now let me go through the next. Where's the next? All right, cool. So this is an Asia session, right? Asia session. What was I looking for? I was kind of looking for all-time highs off here on Asia. Whoa, 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 whoa. There we go. All right, cool. I was kind of looking for all-time highs here on Asia. What up, bro? And then this, I actually wanted to take this, but I didn't end up taking this, unfortunately, guys. Anyways, let me get into this. All right, cool. So right here, now, why did I take this trade? We have all-time highs above. To me, it looked like, what I'm saying, we had nice little AMD here. We had accumulation, manipulation, and then distribution. So, or actually just in general, like I just feel like I just had a good narrative. I felt like this stop loss might have been protected. Um, we did lead these relative equal lows, which was an amazing target for this future trade right there that I forward tested, but I did not take, even though I really wanted to. But anyways, let me continue. Right, so right here, what I want marked out, tapped into OT of the range perfectly, and then well, my first trade I took it like right here. I took it like right here, and then um, I went break even pretty early, low key. I went break even like about one break even right here. As you guys can see, I got pretty much stopped out of break even. This was a break even trade. TP would have hit. My TP was looking not that big. I just wanted it to get that up to like this 1 minute, like this 1 minute high, right? It was a nice little RR. It was a nice little 1 to 3 RR. But unfortunately, got stopped at break even. So I made like 90 cents on this trade. But yeah, that trade didn't end up working out. But I was like, okay, cool. Now I was lucky just waiting to see if we are gonna be bullish or we're gonna go be more bearish, right? So what do I see here, right? This trade was a banger. This is the trade I actually took on my fundeds, and then right there. This is the trade I actually took on my fundeds. It was an absolute banger. I'm gonna break it down for you guys. But anyways, this is the second trade I was looking for, which I did not end up taking, but this would have been a banger as well. We had these relative equal lows right here, and then on top of that, wait, I'm gonna have to hop on the thingamajig. All right, 1 second. I'm gonna show you guys. This trade was low key. I really like this trade. I don't know why I didn't take it, to be honest. It was a pretty good narrative behind it. But all right, right here, right. So first of all, we had a 5 minute inversion fair value gap right here, and we have a nice little CISD over here, right. So overall, looking kind of bearish. Now I see that we're generating low resistance over here, and we just honestly have a lot of highs stacked up here. We're not really breaking through these highs. We're kind of just, again, making these higher lows. Sorry. Higher lows, lower lows, higher lows, and lower lows. Well, that was actually a bad example. Not gonna lie, just because this market structure kind of fucked, but you guys get the overall like trend here, right? And then cool. So right here, we had this 5 minute inversion fair value gap with a 5 minute fair value gap right here. We come in, tap into this 5 minute fair value gap. On top of that, we are making a 15 minute fair value gap as well. So not only do we have a 5 minute inversion fair value gap and a 5 minute fair value gap opening up there, we have a 15 minute a higher time frame 15 minute fair value gap opening here, right? So what does this tell me, right? This tells me that we're probably going to be very bearish off of here unless we're going to be completely bullish and just invalidate this all right now, right? And what do we get? So right here we have this 1 minute bullish fair value gap, which we have really good narrative behind. As you guys can see, we had 5 minute, 15 minute aligning, and it was honestly just really good, strong confluence. This is right here. This was a really good reaction off this bearish Peter Ray. So literally just took it to the relative equal lows. They were super clear. These relative equal lows were actually like clear as day. You could have gone break even here, but I didn't take if I would have taken this, I wouldn't have gone break even just because of the comps we had. Anyways, we had a strong bearish inversion, and then off of here, this is where I would have taken it right there, and then you could have just hit a nice little 101R, and bam, this would have been a clean 101R. This is honestly just such a good bearish reaction, and just a lot of bearish confluences here, not gonna lie, just literally based off this. So this would have been that was like literally trade of the night for sure, one of the trades of the night, because we just had really good draw on liquidity, good everything. That was a good trade, but unfortunately I didn't really take this one, but it's okay because I'd say I caught the better trade here, right? So guess what, we keep going being bearish. Again, we open up this 5 minute bearish for value gap. We get a strong reaction out of it. What does this tell me? We are going to be bearish, right? And then for my draw on liquidity, what was my draw on liquidity at this point in Asia session, right? What is my draw on liquidity? As you guys can see right here, we hop on the 4 hour time frame. Yesterday, we came super close to this bullish for value gap right here. This 4 hour bullish for value gap that it looked like we really wanted to tap yesterday. We edged this 4 hour bullish for value gap, right? And this major key Peter Ray, right? And I don't know if you guys watch ICT's mentorships, right? Which, this ICT, the man himself that made all these trading concepts. Damn, my fucking ring light died. Anyways, so right here, what was I exactly looking for? I was looking for the perfect turtle soup. Now, if you guys ever watch ICT, talk about this, right? When you have a major key liquidity, like we have some major sell side, and we come in and we edge it, right, with no SMT or something, um, we'll then go back up to rebalance before coming and sweeping this. This is called like a turtle. This is pretty much a turtle soup, right? We come back and resweep this and resweep this and take out the major sell side if we just edge this, right? So this is just clear as day, like clear turtle soup. Like I know I want this right here. Like I know I want this sell. I know I want the sell side. I want this 4-hour bullish for Valley Gap. We're clearly coming down towards it, and we're clearly gonna hit this. So my drawn liquidity was super. I was super confident this drawn liquidity, bro. This is like I genuinely posted. I don't know if you guys saw my Discord, but on the NQ commentary, I put, if we don't hit this 4-hour gap, I am gay. But guess what? We hit the 4-hour gap because I knew we were gonna hit it. I literally called this out. I called out my live executions on my Discord, for this trade just because it was just such a banger. But anyways, right here we kept going down. Let's see, what did I enter off of? Well, I entered right here. Well, that was a good entry. I think we tapped into the 15-minute. Yeah, okay, cool. We tapped into the 15-minute, or did we? No. What did we tap into that to trade off of? 5-minute. Yeah, we tapped into this 5-minute, and then we had pretty bearish structure. What was my exact entry point, though? Did I take like a CISD entry here? Looks like I took it. I lucky don't remember this, but oh wait, right here. I think I took this 3-minute. Did I take a 3-minute? I took the 3-minute continuation. Okay, cool. Right. So my drawn liquidity was super clear. We had this 3-minute gap. Yeah. Okay, cool. I was looking for the value gap. There we go. I took this 3-minute. Again, we're delivering off a higher time frame. Higher time frame. We're delivering off a 5-minute for value gap up here. Again, we're still following bearish order flow, and then if we look right here, I think I remember this trade. Boom. We have two bullish for value gaps. We had two bullish for value gaps right here, and they both got perfectly inversed right there. And then I guess I got a good little entry. And yeah, this was just a banger. This was one at 2.67 RR, 2.67, and then drawn liquidity was clear as day. And yeah, we just got perfect delivery off of this. Why did I take a 3-minute gap here? 3-minute gap. You should only be taking 3-minute gaps when you have a little bit more experience and built up that discretion. But I like to say I have pretty good discretion. And again, we're delivering off the 5-minute. And again, like this whole move is being sponsored by the 5-minute. So I was like, hey, you know what? We tap into this 3-minute. This 3 minutes just on this lower. So I took the 3-minute. I took the 1-minute IFVG. We inversed 2 IFVG. We inversed 2 bullish for value gaps on the 1-minute. We have this 3-minute as our, of course, like a support. And yeah, this is just straight delivery down. This is just straight delivery down. Bam. And then bam, I caught it. This is just banger. This is a literal banger trade. I absolutely loved it. I think this was trade of the day. It was just a perfect ICT model, bro. This is perfect. And then yeah, like I guess you could say like the better trade was to well, I mean, really and truly, if you like, the better trade, I guess you could say, would have been to take it off like up here, like when we tapped into this 5-minute here. But like right here, we had a lot of good bearish structure. Like this was good bearish structure, and taking off the 3-minute fair value gap when we weren't really like opening up for value gaps like that. So, and we had like this 3-minute inversion for value gap right there. Like it was just good. I think it was just a perfect time to take a 3-minute just because of the confidence and the drawn liquidity. And honestly, like look at this. Like this just looks like we're just gonna go straight down towards it. Like it looks like we're just drawing towards it and probably gonna have a big move up. So yeah, this trade actually did end up running though, and we actually did end up inversing this 4-hour gap. As you guys can see, bam. We actually did end up inversing this 4-hour gap, and my trade ended up running like a lot more than I thought it would. I thought we were gonna get a pretty bullish reaction off of this, but you guys see, yeah. So Yeah, in key situations like this, like you can take a like if you have such good structure and like sponsorship, you can take like a 3 minute. But you have to be really discretionary with it, because if you're just taking like random ass 3 minutes, then you can that's like easy way to like fuck yourself up. But like zip right here, 3 minute, boo boo boo. Sorry, ooh, 3 minute right here, 3 minute right here, rebalance, boom, goes lower. But usually you want to stick to the 5 minute. But again, good, I had really good bear structure, really good draw on liquidity right here. It was literally clear as day. It was good. It was literally perfect ICT model for a turtle soup, and yeah, 5 minute sponsorship, 1 minute conversion for a value gap and displacement. And yeah, that's what caused me to take this trade and take this dub on Asia session. So anyways, I hope y'all boys enjoyed the trade recap. It was pretty thorough today. I hope I like answered some questions. If you guys got any questions, let me know, and you can also join my Discord. I'm going to be hella active in there now. I'm doing so much working on it. And yeah, bro, I'm just so excited to help y'all boys get on with your training journey, bro. And then yeah, appreciate y'all boys for watching.